What's going on, everybody? It's Bulls Nation Station back at it again with another one. This was a game. It was actually pretty ugly. Kind of goes along with the type of day we had. It was a very uneventful game, so it wasn't a very pretty, memorable game. Going on for the Chicago Bulls, but they did win. They did beat the Memphis Grizzlies. I'm gonna talk a little bit about that, and it seems like Grizzlies just played a step better than us. They played harder than us for the first 2.5 quarters. It seemed like the Bulls was just kind of like treading along, trying to do what they can do to win. I feel like Andre Drummond gave us a huge spark. He didn't even start the first at the beginning of the game, but Billy Donovan opted to start him in the second half, furthering to continue that big lineup with him and Vooch, and it paid off again. They're starting to learn how to play off each other more. They don't get in each other's way. When one is on the perimeter, the other one is down in the paint. That's typically Drummond down in the paint posting up, while Vooch is at the line either taking a three or making a smart pass. So it's been working out, and the Bulls did that. They each finished off with 20 points. Vooch finished off with 20. DeRozan had 30. Kobe had 20. And Andre Drummond, he had a 21-13 game. So, Drummond, he's just playing really well right now. He's been playing really well the past few games. And he's confident. You can see after every bucket, he's either posing, dancing, throwing up signs, doing whatever. But that's the type of Drummond that we need, that confident big man to come off the bench. And it's awesome to see, Caruso chipped in with 7, Dosunmu chipped in with 10. So it was an all-around decent scoring game. I feel like the Bulls just had to match their physicality and match their toughness and turn up the defense. And they typically, the past few games, have been doing that, especially when it came to that fourth. They quickly got back to what they knew and what they needed to do, and ultimately won the game, and shout out to them. This has been an eventful day because Arturas, him and his staff opted not to make a trade or to make any moves for this trade deadline. And I know a lot of members of the media was mad. Some of them even opted in the press conference that the fans are going to, protest and not come to the games, which isn't true. But I understand the pain, that a lot of fans and players have. But I also do look at it as to there wasn't too many options for the Bulls to get better this trade deadline. That's just what it is. If you're making a trade, you're just making a trade to make a trade. And 9 times out of 10, yeah, you could say that's going to help the future, but you don't know. You say, let's go back into rebuild, let's take some steps back so we can automatically get back to being relevant again, and that's not always the case. I mean, clearly we tried that with guard packs, but then again, you see a lot of teams now, they have done that. So I feel like it's a tough situation that the Bulls are in, and it's like, yeah, you can either choose to go this way or that way, and AK chose to go the route that he don't want to rebuild. He don't want to take steps back. He want to work with what we have, see how good they can get, and try to add bits and pieces or try to move, once we get further along. And me personally, I don't think that's fully wrong to do. I get why everybody else wants to make a move and do all this and that. It would have been nice, but yeah, you have to play the long game. You have to play the smart game. And I do feel like, AK is going to grab somebody out of the buyout market like they did last year. So it's going to be interesting to see. Comment down below, how do you feel not only about this game against Memphis, but just the whole trade deadline period. But yeah, I'm going to holler at you guys later, and I'm out.